What's going on, guys? Alex here, back for another video, and this one's going to be on how to conduct a seller appointment. So let's get started. I'm actually on my way right now on a seller appointment, which is why I thought what better time to go into it. So aside from learning from experience how to conduct seller appointments, I owe a lot of this knowledge to a previous real estate company that I used to work for. All right, that's why I recommend in my previous video I said, you know, if you're newer, if you don't have sales experience, to go ahead and get a license. One of the pieces that I left out is that a good brokerage is going to give you sales training. All right, and this is and it's free, right? Because they want you to do well, because they earn a percentage of your commission. So I got a lot of good sales training from that company. And part of what I've learned from there and part of my experience is what I'm going to share with you in a short video right now. So the first step you want to take on a seller appointment, and I hope you can hear me, it's raining pretty hard right now, but the first step you want to take is the agenda step. It's basically the introduction when you show up at the door, right? So what I always say is just to remind you, my name's Alex, and really the purpose of today's meeting is just to do a brief walkthrough of the property, after which we can go over the options and get into the numbers a bit, and ultimately we'll determine if we're a good fit for it or not. Boom. It kind of gives them a roadmap to where we're going next, and I basically let them lead the way to start touring the house. So first step is agenda. Next step is the actual tour of the property. And the most important tip I can give you when you're touring a property with a homeowner is to build rapport with them. Build a connection. Have them like you. Find things that you might like about them. Look around the house. A good acronym is FORD. So think about their family. Maybe you see pictures of their kids. Maybe you have children. And talk about their family. You can talk about their occupation, right? That's the O. You can talk about their recreation or activities. That's the R. And then you can talk about their dreams, right? That's the D. So these are topics you can bring up as you're walking through the house to basically build rapport with the seller so that they know you, like you, and trust you. Because at the end of the day, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Trust is the big one at the end of the day. So that's your key with the tour, and it's probably one of the most important parts of the tour, believe it or not. Not so much the numbers, not so much anything else. Try to build rapport with them. Focus on that while you're touring the house, which probably takes maybe the most amount of time is the building rapport aspect. So after you've gone through the tour, back to the tour, say nice things about the house. Never say anything negative about the house. Always try to say nice things about it, because that's how you build rapport with someone. You don't build rapport with someone by saying, oh, that could use some work there. Oh, what's that? Oh, that doesn't look good. That's gonna cost me this amount. Never do that. Try to say only good things. Find good things you like about it. And then afterward, during negotiations, then you can probably get into some of that stuff. But again, that's the tour phase. The next phase in the seller appointment is you always want to transition to somewhere where you can sit down, because very rarely have I signed a contract standing up. Right? You have to sit down somewhere. You want to have a piece of paper in front of them, and you want to basically visually show them their options. And this is a tip that I learned from Smart Real Estate Code. The way I do it, from learning from them, is I basically get a white sheet of paper out. I already have the numbers in place. I have a wholesaling lease purchase option, and then I have a sandwich lease purchase option. So option 1 and option 2. I draw a line right down the middle, and I go over each one with them. Okay, now I don't have enough time on this video to go over each one, but basically the main thing is, one of which, the first option's a good option if you're local and you don't mind being a landlord. You'll net more doing it that way. The second option's good if you're moving out of state. You want nothing to do with being a landlord. You'll net less doing it that way. Which way do you think you prefer to go? And then you can go into more detail regarding the numbers and regarding the options, okay? So that's the third piece, is basically going over the numbers with them that you've already hopefully sent them via email and had a conversation about, and now you're just going to verify the condition and basically go over more details, answer any objections they might have at that point. The final stage is getting the contract signed, right? So after you've gone over the numbers, after they decided which option works better for them, and let's say your focus is only wholesale and lease option, I'll throw this in there, then like me, my focus is only to assign a buyer back over to them. If they take option 2 where they want me to stay in the middle, I refer that over to a seasoned investor that's going to pay me a referral fee to take over that deal and add it in their portfolio. Okay, so once they choose an option, and if it's option 1, if it's option 2, I basically say, great, I'll have my investor friend contact you. He's probably going to want to see it himself, and he'll be happy with these numbers. So I'll have him give you a call. Right? That's option 2. If they take option 1, then I go ahead and pull out the 1-page lease option agreement. I go over it with them, and again, my goal is to get that signed. So that's basically it. It's not too difficult, in my opinion. After you do it a few times, right? It's gonna take practice, but that's really the steps that you want to take. Once you get it signed, then start your marketing. Ask them if you could put a sign in the yard at that point. I don't ask them before that. Ask them after that. And yeah. So I know if I had watched this video when I was first going on seller appointments, this would have been super helpful. I hope this is helpful for you. Keep in mind, like I always say, I post live seller calls on a weekly basis. So if you want to get access to those prior to those going private within 24 hours, I don't release them ever again after that. Then be sure to subscribe, be sure to hit the bell. And once again, I thank you for watching. Look out for the next one.